It was a bright sunny morning in the village of Echeko, Arua district, northern Uganda. At the breakfast table, it was all calm. But Amina's family did not have an idea what the day had in store for them. Before they could finish breakfast, Amina began to experience contractions. The 9-month-long wait to meet her baby was coming to an end with the onset of her labor. And this was supposed to be a joyous and fun-filled day, and neighbors were preparing to come bearing gifts to welcome the new community member. Suddenly, Amina's contractions increased in frequency, and she started bleeding. All attempts were made to get her to the health facility, but the poor road that would have helped her to get the much-needed medical help in time had not been maintained in over 2 years, and the road had become impassable due to the heavy rains. The community mobilized and carried her to the health facility successfully on a wheelbarrow, but she was not yet out of the woods. There was no health worker at the health facility. 12 minutes later, an already pale Amina breathed her last. Her unborn child did not get to see the light of day. Just like Amina, many Ugandans are needlessly dying, either because they cannot access health facilities or because there are no health workers or medicines in health facilities, either because they support opposition political parties or because the place they chose to look for their livelihood for that day had been gazetted by an army general, a war zone, or simply for covering a news story that would expose the wrongdoings of leaders. But not all hope is lost. There is a solution to this bad governance. And no Ugandan should have to pay for this solution. It requires no guns or tear gas to access this solution. That is why at Feminature Uganda, we choose to invest in young leaders by building their civic competence and responsiveness to understand their rights in the governance of Uganda by inculcating into them problem-solving skills, helping them to understand how a democracy ought to function and their roles in this. But more importantly, encouraging civic engagements. Imagine if Amina and her community understood their rights and responsibilities in local governance processes. Imagine they held their leaders accountable. Imagine they did not ask what their governments could do for them, but asked what they can do for their community. Yes, we can ensure that no Ugandan has to die for expressing their socio-economic or political views. Yes, we can save the 16 women dying every day due to pregnancy-related complications or negligence in Uganda. And yes, we can experience a flourishing democracy where everyone has enough to meet their needs and end poverty. Through civic education, we can help solve Uganda's problems. Help us reach our goal of empowering 1 million young people through civic education in Uganda by 2030. Yes,